storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page lies, it's about to appear. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here at Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide.
All right. Holy cow. 8 o'clock. What's up, everybody? Let's wait for our big roll down or roll up or roll down. All right. Yeah, I have a appointment to do this morning, so I have to do this a little earlier. And I'm just waking up. I haven't even had my first cup of coffee. Yeah, I love that song, too. Holy cow. That is the coolest thing ever, huh? Man, we are so lucky. All right, oh, this just came out. Here's the 8 a.m. advisory. Let's show this real quick. So we got different things to look at because normally when I'm doing this at 9:19, this has already been out. Now this just got posted like 10 minutes ago. A lot of arrows, a lot of yellow, a lot of names. We got Jerry. Juicy Jerry is actually now in the Atlantic and not the Gulf. Actually, it's funny. I called Juicy Jerry, not even realizing that Jerry was the next name on the list. I just thought it was cool. Juicy Jerry. And so anyway, hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome, fans and supporters and all you guys and girls. We're going to talk real quick about the Tropics. I'm going to, spend the first 10, 15 minutes about what's going on. Not everybody likes to hear me ramble, and I definitely don't like hearing people ramble, so... we'll look at all these little guys and girls and yellow spots and wiggles and crayons and try to make sense of everything and then go from there, right? We'll have a good time doing it. What's up? So big thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. ABC here in Florida loves us. They love what I do and they willing to kick in a little bit. So we thank them. We thank Sparks Energy for title sponsor on a big website, which actually gets more people than the Facebook. I have like two things. I got the Facebook and I got the website. And in case you didn't see yesterday, we're going to have our own beer made. So that's on the webpage. Not going to spend too much time on that. No coffee sponsor. But it tastes good today. That's for sure. Because I need it. I was a little drunk donkey last night. I didn't post for like 8 hours. That's a record for me. I feel so guilty. All right, so overnight we got, so we have Imelda over Texas. We have Humberto getting close to Bermuda, and we have Jerry that popped up overnight. And then we have these other little yellow guys out in the Atlantic. And we'll go over everything. So let's talk about our Texas guy, all right, girl, Imelda. Actually, if you Googled Imelda, this is kind of funny. Imelda is a character on Disney, and it's this little one right here. I posted it yesterday. This is Imelda right here. I don't watch movies, but apparently that's Imelda. If you didn't know, so there's Imelda. If you're in Texas, this is what's raining on you today. And there you go. There's the rain. All right, we got big rains. That's pretty much it. Yes. So here's the NHC yesterday in a nutshell. So around 11 o'clock, they have a special. Well, at 8 o'clock yesterday morning, it was 30% yellow. We had a yellow 30%. At 11 o'clock, we ended up with a orange 50%. And then at 12 o'clock, we had tropical depression 10 or 9 or 11 or whatever the hell it is. And then by 1 or 2 o'clock, we had Imelda. So this little thing, I mean, it's the story of the season, right? Models mean crap, and things change. I mean, they change quick. But we showed it. 2 days ago, I was showing the rain totals. So there's no... If you're on Mike's weather page, we at least showed you that Euro was showing 20 inches of rain, and now it's looking like it's going to be a big rain event. So there you go. There's Imelda spinning its way into Galveston. Some big rains. We can really zoom in on some rains here. Big rain band. Look at that. That is some juice coming in off the coast right now. And technically, tropical depression Imelda now is just north of Houston. There's the track. It was only alive for maybe like 32 minutes. It was probably the shortest living tropical entity ever. Literally, it was on the coast right here. Look at it. It didn't have. It was about 5 miles off the coast when they decided to name it. I don't know. Anyway, there's the rains. All right, so some of the rain forecasts we can take a look at. Let's see what they're showing. Obviously, flood risks, pretty hefty flood, high 50%. That's rare to see 50% plus flooding rains. So that story hasn't changed. That little guy. Then tomorrow, the rains are going northward. So there's the track. There's the rains. We got it going into Louisiana even still. None of that's changed. Let's look at the latest Euro just for fun to see what kind of rain they're estimating on Imelda, and then we'll go into everything else in the tropics. So bear with me. We'll go to Texas here, and then we'll look at accumulated rain, and let's see what kind of rain totals. That's still showing big stuff. You know, the Euro's never back down on these big totals. So here's through Saturday morning. Right here. There's Saturday morning. So we still got pockets of rain, 20 inches plus here in northeast Texas into Louisiana, 10 inches. So can't really zoom these maps. Maybe I can copy this one. Let me see. Copy image. They didn't let you copy images on this site. It kind of chopped it there, but we can get an idea. There's north rains. So there you go. Big stuff. 21 inches plus here, possibly. That's hefty. 9 inches in Louisiana here, all the way up. So, still to come. This is through Saturday morning. This thing is going to linger around. Here she is again. Let me close her out. So, there's Imelda. All right, so let's talk about, real quick, here is Humberto. Humberto is a major hurricane. It reached major hurricane status last night amongst a ton of shear. Amazing. There's a shadow here. This is the GOES 16. It's awesome. Look at that. You can actually see the shadow in the Atlantic Ocean. That is crazy. That the high resolution satellite here actually shows that the shadowing. It's crazy. It's good. So here is Humberto, and officially here's the spaghetti models. There's that little bump and wiggle we talked about. It was going to happen. Here's Bermuda. It's going to pass just to the north. High confidence. Good news. They're still, I believe, under hurricane warning. Let me see. Yes, hurricane warning. So Bermuda's still under hurricane warning. It's 115 mile an hour winds. Luckily, I showed a ton of times, TT, that some of the heavier winds are to the south on this system. So they're gonna get hurricane gusts in Bermuda, but at least the core of the system passing north. Here's that bump and wiggle that we showed a bunch, that it was showing maybe a little kickback, but it's far enough away from the coast now that it's not going to come back. So there's that bump and wiggle north, and then it's going to shoot on out of here. So that's good. Let's look at some latest wind totals on the Euro, just for fun. And let's see if anything scoots on by, how close it gets to Bermuda. It's kind of hard to see on this map. A little black. Looks like an ant on your screen right here. Let's see if I can zoom on this one. Yeah, kind of zoom in. There you go. So here's the Euro. This is one model of many, but this little black speck that looks like an ant on your screen, don't hit it. I'm not even centered on my camera. There we go. Camera, I'm really rough today. Oof. It was a Jack and Coke kind of night. Oh my God, they catch up with you. So there you go. There's the winds, and there's just the core of the system going to pass just north. This little spot here is Bermuda. Going to get some winds. Going to get, here's your wind maps. Orange is 50, 60, 70 knots. So you're going to get hurricane gusts in Bermuda, but at least the core of the system is likely to pass north. And what's fascinating with this little guy is if you look at the shear, it's kind of riding on a ridge here. But look, we got the shear forecast for Humberto has always been crazy. And technically, it's amazing that it turned into a major hurricane amongst all this shear. That's why, you can't always look at just one factor of Bermuda Triangle. What's up, Marianne? Yeah, maybe it'll eat it up, but the shear has always been strong. It's like, that's why I hate shear. We watched it last year with Florence, and look at this. It's sitting right underneath 40, 50, 60 knots of shear. It's got a little anticyclone, high pressure, or high altitude, low pressure above it, but technically, if you were to see this and say, "There's no way it could survive," and it's survived. So sometimes it isn't always about shear. The sheer nature of the tropics. If you look at the 200, so there you go. There's a 200 millibar of vorticity, jet stream. Hey, these things do crazy things, right? So anyway, it's going long gone. Here's the Imelda again. It's going to go straight north. It's just a tropical depression, big rainmaker. Very slow mover. Here's Wednesday, Thursday. So there you go. We already talked about that. There's the rain. Here's Humberto. Some of the wind maps here for Humberto showing, like we just showed. Bermuda's going to get hurricane force gusts. This is tropical storm force winds as it moves on out. So there's that. Let's look at Jerry. Jerry's new. Jerry is finally a name I can pronounce. It's drunk. If we had a drunk donkey hurricane list, it would compel of names like Bob, Ann, Chris, David. I'd skip E, maybe Erica. At least Jerry we can pronounce. So here's Jerry. Latest maps. Let's look at spaghetti models. So this is good news so far. Jerry is expected to recurve. Majority of models are showing a recurve. This is the new Atlantic disturbance. Some of the European ensembles suggest that high pressure could build in quick and push it westward. It's really the only one showing it. The majority of all your models recurve. Maybe get close to the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. So that's the trend is your friend. Here's another one. Never to say never in the tropics. I never stop talking about them because things always pull fast ones. There's your main models now, even the H-Wharf. So technically, Humberto is creating a weakness in the Atlantic, and this system likely will get pulled into it. So that's the latest. These little guys. It's hard to go against the models. Models are our friend most of the time. Bermuda again is in the crosshairs. Unfortunately, again, there's Bermuda right here. Your European ensembles are the only ones. Here's let's look at GFS. All right, so here's your GFS ensembles. Majority, bye-bye, out to sea. That's good. The UK, majority of them turning north towards Bermuda, out to sea. And then CMC, majority of them curving up. So the Euro right here, for some reason, the Euro is being the outlier. Every system's got an outlier. And the European model ensembles are the only ones that are kicking it more west, with this potential track a little bit more into the Caribbean and Bahamas. So never say never in the tropics. The Euros, majority of them are curving out to sea, but there are quite a few now. That's why we're going to keep talking about it and not discredit this possibility of a little bit of high pressure building and kicking our system a little bit more westward. Let's look at it on a different map. We can look at it here, and you kind of see it. This is the let's go 7 days out. So here's your 7-day Euros. You can get a feeling here. All right, so a stronger system, according to the Euro, will kick it a little bit farther west and possibly in the Caribbean. So that's something to watch. It's really the only one showing it, but definitely not. Rusty just banged his head. Come here, Rusty. This is our blind. In case you're new to the show, this is a show. Rusty is our blind Labrador, 12 years old, and he runs into things. I think he always wonders what Dad's doing, who Dad's talking to, who Dad talking to, because he's trying to find people, and there's no people in the house, just me. All right, so this is Jerry. Majority models going north. There are some ensembles which are different members of the Euro saying possibly west. So we're gonna watch for that. We'll see what happens at noontime. Let's look at some steering maps on Levi's site. And the second system we got to watch. Let's just start talking about that. We'll go back to this map. So this guy, I was going to talk about it yesterday, but models showing this little banana guy. It looks like a banana. The models yesterday were showing a low pressure forming lower in the Lesser Antilles and pulling into the Caribbean. So now they're highlighting that. This is a little bit of wave, gets south, comes around. So this is a new area, and this little area here is coming off of the Atlantic, or Africa. It's only 10% now. Sometimes these there I go again. Sometimes these Africa systems, they look healthy over land. Let's see, look, gone. I mean, let me zoom it in, I guess. So yesterday I showed it, and this is why the NHC is they rarely post anything, and I'm surprised they did yesterday, honestly. But these Africa systems look great over land, and sometimes when they splash down over water, they just dissipate. It's just a phenomenon. There's a new word, phenomenon. I'll look at the wind maps. What's up, Lacey? Anyway, so the Africa system we showed yesterday, because the NHC highlighted it, is now looking like just a very weak area of convection. Here is Jerry, very convective. This little guy, so the area behind Jerry is the area that's supposed to go a little farther south, possibly get into Caribbean. This guy right here, this little box This is on weathernerds.org, by the way. One of my favorite sites, along with Tropical Tidbits. But this little area here is that area here. It's expected to go underneath Jerry, kind of curve around him. As Jerry pulls out, this little guy's going to curve around, and that's what we got here. This little guy is what we're going to watch here. This little guy here is old Invest 96, and it's just a clump of clouds. It's just kind of stringing along. Actually, if you look at the water vapor loop, it has no spinach yet. Here's our spinach map. And why is it called spinach? Because we like spinach. We're a bunch of Popeyes. Aye. So here's the ice storm. I can't even remember the name. So it's, that Disney girl. That's the storm here. Well, I need to be professional, I guess. That would be Imelda. There's Imelda spinning, little spinach. Here's Humberto spinning very well. Here is Jerry, got some spinach. You can see it. This is the upper precipitable water map. This is a amount of moisture in the atmosphere. Great map. Shows you where the dry area of the atmosphere are, and you can definitely see the water spinning. And Dorian. This is a great map for Dorian because it had a lot of spinach coming off of Africa. So anyway, here's Jerry. Here's our old Invest 96. And the point of this whole last minute of nothing was no spinach with that big clump. So this little guy here, this little guy has no spinach. But can't take your eyes off of him. That's for sure. And then here's the area behind Jerry, and it's got a little bit of spinach. So, and here's our Africa system, not really doing much yet. All right, so let's look at the models. Let's look at all the operational models here on Tropical Tidbits. And we'll go from there. What's up? Oh yeah. I got a Florida native dermatologist appointment. And it was verified yesterday during our live thing, so I had to leave. And this guy must be like really busy because it's hard to get an appointment. I got to get it done. I forgot I made it. I think I made it 6 months ago before I realized we were going to do these 9/19. Bingo. What do you need, Jennifer? I'll help you. Imelda, Cindy. Yep. E. It's with an E. So I learned Humberto is not with an H. It's Humberto. This is how screwed up. So this is the story of the tropics. Everything that you think is not real. So Humberto has no H. It's Humberto. Imelda is with an E, no I. It's not Imelda. It's Imelda. And I guess we could call Jerry without a J. We can make him Spanish, like Jose, and just call him Airy. Airy. So here, all right, we're going to look at Tropical Tidbits. Here's what's cooking. This is Jerry. And here's our wave. This is interesting. I mean, all right, so this makes sense. Kind of. So here's our next system expected to go way south. And here's our new yellow area. This was showed up yesterday, pretty much all the models. So here is Monday morning. Monday morning, sounds like a country song. All right, so there's our next area down here in the Lesser Antilles. Monday morning next week. That would be this little guy, 30% chance. So this guy is basically this guy. This guy goes south, does a U-turn, comes back up. Not this guy. This guy is just a clump of clouds that we're going to watch because it's pretty hefty looking. A lot of convection here in Texas too, by the way. That's definitely a blob. I mean, if you were to look at these two guys, look at this. All right, so here is let's update plot, and then there we go. So This is weathernerds.org again. But look, there you go. There's two systems. This is a 115 mile an hour hurricane Humberto, 115 miles an hour, but it's got that circular core. And then we got this huge blob of convection over Texas right now. That's just a blob. But technically, it's got higher cloud tops and it's got more lightning. No winds, though. Doesn't have that tight, low pressure spinning winds, but there's our birds talking, by the way. They're mad. There's our morning birds. But impressive, right? Impressive convection in here in Texas. Big time. Impressive. I mean, it's a 115 mile an hour major hurricane out here. And then we have this little blob that looks healthy on satellite, but it's just a blob. And then this little guy, let's take a look at this real quick. This is old Invest 96. It's another blob heading through the lots of cold cloud tops, a lot of lightning. There's the birds, Don. Ugh, getting on my nerve. I might have to shut a door. I'm telling you. MJO, what's up, Tara? Yeah, we'll talk about the MJO. So things are heating up. Okay, so all right, so there you go. That's that. Let's go back to the Tropics. All right, so here is next Monday. There's our next system. Let's see what it does. Kind of fizzles it, but you know what it does? Here's Jerry. Kind of follows that same path. So the Bermuda High is not that strong right now, and all these systems are finding weaknesses and they're curving up. Kind of is the trend right now. Euro, Jerry, new yellow spot right here. Doesn't really do much with it. And then here's Jerry, curves it close to Bermuda again. And then here's another spot. We're not even gonna go that far out yet because the models stink this year. So there's Jerry. Here's our other spot. Doesn't really do much. All right, so here let's look at CMC. Even the Euro's been kind of bad this year. Actually, I think the Canadian model's been the best as far as sniffing systems out. So I'm rewinding. Here's Humberto, Jerry, next spot to watch. Here it is. Kind of goes south. And here's our Africa spot that NHC's highlighting. So the CMC is good. So we got Humberto, Jerry, new yellow spot to watch, which is this guy. And then we have this guy over in Africa right here. So this is good. CMC is doing a good job. Here's Jerry. This is Monday, Sunday. Yep. This is Sunday, Monday right here. New spot. And there's the new spot and then the new spot. So, makes sense. Virgin Islands. Yes. Hey, Renee. Yes. So, likely for the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, Jerry definitely appears to be passing north. Here's we're going to get new models out at 9 o'clock. These are tropical tidbits. Here's Jerry. Jerry's going to more than likely pass to your north in the Virgin Islands. Sunday, Monday, we are looking at another system that's behind Jerry that is possibly going to impact right here. So this is next Sunday, Monday, right here. So that's when their next tropical chance for anything looks like it's going to appear for the islands Sunday, Monday of next week. Here's Sunday night, boom, right here. And all the models are pretty much showing that. There you go. Just thinking out loud. Okay. So there's that. What else we got? Holy cow! All right, so there's here's a cool map. Let's look at the wind. Let's look at wave heights because I like to. Here we go. This is crazy. All right, so we're up to 39 feet now. Every day we watch the wave heights, and Humberto's got 39-foot seas now. So there's definitely no ship traffic around Humberto. 39-foot seas right now. That's crazy. And I got a link here. Marine traffic map. It's all the boats in the water right now. And you can guess where Humberto is. Right here, where there's no ships. There's no ships around Humberto right now. This is where Humberto is. And all these ships are going around it. These little guys. So we have the tanker. These are all tankers. Pretty neat. You can click on each one and get an idea who they are. We have ships. Grandeur of the Seas going to Baltimore. This little guy, he's hauling booty out of there. He's going to Baltimore. He's like, I gotta get the hell out of here. This one's the Oleander going to New York City. This one's going to St. George. It's pretty neat. So all these ships tell you where they're going. Pretty neat. Amazing. All right, so enough of that. All right. So, hey, what's up, Mirtha? No, people have helped me. Humberto. I can't roll my tongue. I never was a good Spanish guy. Humberto. Press 1 for English. Humberto. Got that one down. That's good. Makes sense though, actually. Dorian. People had to help me with Dorian. There's Dorian, even though it has an A-N at the end. Dorian. So the Wave Watch model's not working now. What's up with that? All these websites. What's up with these websites? That one ain't working. The drop one's working now. Yesterday I clicked on, remember, and it didn't work. Now it's back up again. Dropmonitor.unl.edu. So here's the Texas droughts. So they're hoping that our little tropical system here, it's definitely going to kill the drought in Texas, at least for the eastern side. This is current drought, extreme drought here in Milam County, Williamson County. Look at that. I look like I know what I'm talking about. In Bell County. So anyway, the drought meter's here. So at least the eastern part of Texas is going to get relieved on that from our tropical juice here coming in. All right, we'll leave that up. Let's see what's going on. So, right now, hey, listen, there's nothing to worry about. Things happen in 24-hour spans, but right now, the overall tropics map is littered with stuff, but as far as worrisome goes, Jerry appears to be recurving towards Bermuda. Humberto's a little north of Bermuda. Imelda is doing the rain thing. This little guy, really not being shown by models, but likely will follow, just because that's the pattern we're in. So there's nothing. Hey, there's nothing imminent. Like intimate. There's nothing imminent ahead. Thank you, Jennifer. No, I'm good. We're good. Water temp map? Sure, I can show you the water temp. Here's the water temp map. Here's your anomaly map. Remember we showed Dorian a couple days ago? No, the water is almost back to normal. This sea surface temperature map showing you anomalies for the water temps, and Dorian cooled off the water here in the Bahamas, and now it's almost back to normal. Hot water in the Gulf. This is where we're going to be looking at, obviously, into October, like with Michael. So plenty of hot water. Unfortunately, the buzz is, here's one map. Tropical vertical shear is lower than normal. That promotes hurricanes. Caribbean vertical shear is down from average. Black is the mean. This is the average. So the Caribbean shear is down. The MJA forecast. This is the Euro forecast came out yesterday, I guess, and it was really suggesting a strong Kelvin MJO wave, which promotes sinking air in the Atlantic, and this all promotes thunderstorm activity. So that is a negative for tropics all the way through the end. This color is what you want to see, because this promotes dry sinking air, which crushes convection. But we're not going to have that. We're going to have uprising, juicy air, moist air. So that's just one thing, I mean, it's not doesn't tell you if anybody's going to get hit. I mean, just because we have a tropical system in the Atlantic doesn't mean that you're going to get hit, unless in the islands of Bermuda. Yes, that's why we talk about them. But So again, if you're just tuning in, this is a pretty high flood map, by the way. Still predicting heavy rain in Texas. So this is pretty serious for some folks. Flooding rains is going to be the story. Ongoing today, tomorrow, Friday. Big news, unfortunately, for places that were hit with Harvey. Yeah, so there's that. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. And we'll leave it on this little guy. This is our tropics map. Actually, we'll do 5 day because it looks more scary. Because I'm a hyper. I like to hype things. All right, so what else? Jack and Coke night. Yeah, phenomenon anomaly. Change. Hey, what's up, Mirtha? The Kelvin wave, Chris. Yes, the Kelvin. I gotta learn more about the Kelvin wave. I was an MJO kind of guy. The Kelvin wave is a little different. Hey, Dylan. Kind of the same thing. It's just a lot of this is all in theory. I mean, like we showed, Humberto's surrounded by heavy shear, and it's still formed into a major hurricane. So, hey, Sandra, ship map. Ship is down here on the bottom. If you look at over in this area, I just have live marine traffic map, and you can take a look at it right there. Live marine traffic map. And I'm gonna yawn. Excuse me. All right, no hype, Mike. Yeah, it's me. Fujiwara effect. Yes, that's the two storms that go around each other, and that's probably what we're seeing right now, currently, with Jerry and this other guy. So let's take a look at overall Atlantic. This is Weather Nerds. A lot of convection. This is what the MJO does. It promotes thunderstorm activity, and when you have, where'd that come from? It started playing my song. So when you have a positive MJO forecast, we get these storms that pop up, and so let's look. This is currently, all right. So we have old Invest 96. This is not even highlighted by the NHC. This is old Invest 96. I showed it yesterday. It was over here by the islands, and now it's cruising south. It's very surprised. It's hanging on. It hasn't lost any convection, so maybe it'll get a circle. I'm surprised it really has. Now yesterday we had a lot more convection behind Jerry, and it's died off. This is Jerry, very impressive looking. A lot of outflow. Very juicy. But it's expected to kind of go west-northwest, maybe just north of the islands. But this is the area that is supposed to go around it. So back to the Fujiwara effect. Two systems close together repel each other like magnets, and they don't merge. They actually either absorb. The weaker system can get absorbed by the stronger system, or they actually repel around each other. And so far, the models are expecting the second area going to go south around Jerry and into the islands Monday. But it's not looking very impressive right now on satellite. So this is the only area that's not highlighted by anybody right now that's looking pretty good. This is old Invest 96. Lots of lightning, lots of convection. So we'll keep an eye on it. Always keep an eye on things. So my beer. Oh yeah, beer. That was exciting. I don't want to get too excited about it, and I do have a new shirt coming out. So I got my buddy Dusty Kemp. We're making a Conehead donkey shirt. It doesn't say Drunk Donkey on it. I have a lot of requests for a weather page shirt with a donkey that doesn't say Drunk Donkey, which is totally cool with me. So we're going to make a Mike's Weather Page Conehead shirt because that's what you guys want to call yourselves, or Coneheads. So I'll tease that in a little while. Still tweaking it out a little bit. Yeah, so here's a scoop on the picture. I might as well show you guys. So met the owners here at Troubled Waters Brewery. There we go. This is yesterday, and cool little spot in Safety Harbor, right on Main Street. Troubled Waters Brewing, and look at that. I took a picture. They actually had the Weather Channel on. Well, it was Storm Team 8. It was Channel 8, but they were showing the Tropics. So we're gonna make a Drunk Donkey Tropical IPA, and it'll be available at Safety Harbor Brewing, and we're hoping it'll get expanded out to ABC, and we might talking to the owners, kind of like Dennis did, is do a percentage of the money to some sort of hurricane fund, which would be great. Probably they're choosing, because I really don't like to pick who to support. So, but anyway, percent of the money goes, charity, which is awesome. Hurricane might be seasonal, maybe like this. They want to send money to the Bahamas, which is great. So anyway, that's all a long way away, but we're shooting for October release date. There you go. And a little something extra for the supporters is, I want to do a little TV show, and that's coming together probably twice a month. I don't want to burn everybody out. Patrick, yeah. So I'll tell you the story on that. But so so the concept is twice a month at least, a live Facebook show where the audience is part of it. We're going to do Skypes. We'll do invite people. I mean, it'll be like totally amateur, live, and then I'm going to upload it eventually to YouTube. So if you're not a supporter, you can see it, but the supporters it'll be their show. So. And yeah, I love Miller Lite. So anyway, the beer is going to be kind of tropical with a hint of mango and pink grapefruit. I liked it. I tasted it already, and I could drink a lot of it. Anyway, so that's cool. Here we go. All right, so we'll just leave this radar up. All right, so yeah, I'll be there, Chris. Oh yeah, it'll be a party. We'll do interviews, Mark. It'll be fun. French Bulldog. My French Bulldog's sleeping here. So there's I thought it was going to be Juicy Jerry, but it's not. Juicy Jerry is actually in the Atlantic. Little suckers tricked me. All right, so there's that. Let's see what you guys are doing. Louis themed shirt. Yeah. Oh, and you know what's cool? Yeah, I'm a Miller Lite. Oh, bingo. Yeah, I'm a Miller Lite kind of guy. Brad Kozlowski. I'm not, Jeff. No, I'm not an alcoholic. Trust me, I don't drink. I talk too much about it. I don't. Like yesterday, this is the truth. All right, so I met Steve, the owner, yesterday, and he gave me a couple samples, and I was done. I hate drinking. I'm not a day drinker kind of guy. Because I just lose all productivity. I'm a coffee Mountain Dew kind of guy all day. So, all right. So anyway, what's going on? All right. So Louie, yeah, I gotta leave her pretty soon. So everything makes sense, right? I mean, there's really nothing to worry about. Here's Humberto. Here's that little wiggle reacting to high pressure. You know, we talked about this little bump and wiggle. Eventually, you know, some of the models had it coming back. Luckily, it didn't. Bermuda's under hurricane warning. The core of the system is going to pass to the north. I don't think the impacts map. Let's see if it'll. I don't know if they go that far out or not. Yeah, see, they don't show. The NHC doesn't have the impact map for Bermuda, so I can't show you the impact map. Only U.S. Like here's flooding rain map showing. That's interesting. So we got Louisiana flooding rain map. Wind map, storm surge, obviously nothing. So here's some of the rain, you know, flooding rains going into parts of Louisiana. This is flooding rain threat from the next couple days. All right, so what's going on? High winds, yeah, we got winds and waves and Hatteras from over, yeah. I mean, you know, here's why. I mean, you got the track, boom. Another stop on a dime system, right? Dorian came across, stopped, went north. Look at this little guy. Look at Humberto, just stopped, boom. Here's Jerry, kind of following in Humberto's footsteps here. And there you go. All right. So let's see what you guys talking about. Move faster. Supporter. Yep. You guys are great. We're going to have fun. Yeah. I'm excited about this thing. The birds are nuts, man. I like fish. I got a fish tank. They don't talk much. Hoodies. Yeah. Well, somebody asked about winter. Oh yeah. I do winter. I actually got a winter page. Believe it or not. I never shut up. We talk winter, we talk spring. Yeah, so you guys, you know, you're stuck with me. Sorry. Hey, Lexi. Yeah, I got a doc appointment. Yeah, there you go, Jamie. Hey, this is going to be busy. Busy few months. I mean, unfortunately, there's you know, the season's getting deeper, longer. Waters are warmer. I'm not a climate guy by any means, but facts don't lie. I mean, they're showing hundreds. No, 9:30. I gotta leave at 9, Teresa. But they're showing hundreds for October 1st. What the hell's up with that? We bring fire. I go to Talladega every year, and it might be like 80 degrees at Talladega middle. I mean, what's up with that? So we got. Let me go way out in time here. This is you know, here's October 1st. Look at that, 90s all the way up to Tennessee on October 1st. So everything, you know, October. I mean. That sucks. Look at 91 degrees in Muscle Shoals. They got the swampland. Did you know that? And so there you go. 92, 94. Look at that. 94 degrees on September 30th. So, I don't know. Fire pits might not be happening. Lows of 70. 74 low on October 4th. It's crazy. So the season isn't going to end anyway. So, hey, what's up, Michael? Yeah, man, I'm excited. It's going to be the official beer of hurricane season. And it'll be very cool. I'm going to do this. So here's a sneak peek of the logo. We're going to use this logo holding a pint glass that's sloshing, and it's going to be more the donkey with the tongue. And we're going to have palm trees. So it's going to be a tropical IPA. And if it goes good, then we'll do one every year, different flavor. All right, so anyway, that's that. We talked about everything going on, I think. Things to look forward to or worry about. I guess short term, like 9 o'clock, we got new models coming out. This is Jerry. Majority of models recurving out to sea, possibly going towards Bermuda again, but the Euro is the only one suggesting this thing could end up. And, these are pink. I don't know. It's hard to see, but several European ensembles have this thing going westward. So anytime you see ensembles suggesting that, you never take your eye off of it. So the Euro is thinking that there's an outside chance that this thing could remain westward and impact more the Bahamas, Florida. So that's, short term, that's kind of what we're watching. Nothing to worry about. And, nothing to worry about, right? Nothing to worry about. That's good. Here's Humberto, one last look. 115 mile an hour hurricane. Defied all odds. Developed amongst a ton of shear. And crazy, right? Jerry. So we go to like the most hardest names on the planet to pronounce to Jerry. Bob. We need drunk donkey hurricane names. Like I said, we need one syllable names. Hurricane Bob. Ann, Chris, Dan. There's really no E name. E. We just name it E. Alright, cool. Hey, what's up, South Carolina? Lynn, what's up? Hey, Lori, yep, you're just going to get skirting winds tonight and tomorrow. You guys are ready for it. I heard the Bahamas are built for Cat 5, so you won't even notice it probably. This morning needs to be removed. What's up, Dale? Hey, what's up, Dale? Ed, Pat, Ed, Humberto. Yeah. So we'll get Louis. We'll sing about it, Louis. Louis is good. Here's Louis. We'll see if he falls back to sleep. Here's my boy. This Hurricane Louis. Follow him on Instagram. He's a chill. He just chills. What's up, Kathy? Ed, Earl, E. Yeah, you guys are right. E, Ed, Earl. There was a Dixie Chick song about Earl, wasn't it? Hey, thanks, Annie. Yeah, no, I put it all out there. It's fun. Right now, there's nothing really to stress about. So, that's always good, right? But things pop up quick. That's one thing you learn with the Tropics. They, like this little guy, this thing came out of nowhere. I mean, we talked about it. Remember, this was days ago. This popped off of upper low that was off the west coast of Florida. And we showed it. And it was lightning. And it was, people said they saw it from Naples area. And it was 4 or 5 days ago. And guess what? It trekked across the Gulf. And the winds finally made it down to the surface, and we got a low pressure area. And the windy map, somebody asked about it earlier. Here's the wind map. You can see it right here. Lower level winds. Boom, right there. Look at that. There's your lower level winds. Big time, 850 level. 850 is a good number. I don't know why everybody uses 850. So there's 850 lower level winds. Incredible signal. There's your 850 level winds. This is overlaying tropical depression now. Tons of spinach. Here's Humberto. Lots of spinach. That thing's whipping around. Look at that. That's doing the crazy, so close yet so far. It's incredible to think that Dorian and Humberto were so close to Florida here and curved away. And then down here is Jerry. Jerry's got spinach. Lots of spinach for Jerry. Here is our Invest 96 is not even showing up. That's why it's not being designated by the NHC right now. This is the big blob that's not even showing anything other than winds. Even though it looks really healthy on satellite, this is, you know, I would think eventually I would think we'll get a circle out of it because it's pretty healthy looking right here. So this is old Invest 96 right here, just coming close to Jamaica, south of, you know, Dominican Republic here. This little guy right here is pretty big looking, but there's no sign of spinach. And then the area behind Jerry, no sign of spinach. It was this big convection yesterday. So this is a great map. This shows you everything. 3 areas to watch: Jerry, Humberto, and our ice storm, which I keep forgetting the name. So I think Louis fell asleep. Look, he's had enough. So all right. So I got to roll. Yeah, Louis is done. He's like, he's crazy. Look at him. I'll lower it so you can see Louis more. What do you think, Louis? Huh? What do you think? All right, say what's up, Whitney? Yeah, there you go. There's Tropics. And you know what? The Pacific, look at this Pacific, is crazy. A lot of people are talking online. They can't believe how the Pacific, look at that. There's 4 systems spinning out here in the Pacific right now. Bam, 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 bam. And that, you know, it's rare that you have the Pacific active and the Atlantic active at the same time. And, you know, here's the Pacific. Boom. Look at that. Kiko, Mario, and Narina. And then we got a new spot. So there's 3 named systems out in the Pacific right now. And Hawaii, look at this. There's 3 systems close to Hawaii right now, which is kind of rare. Most of these, I think, are going north. I think Hawaii's okay, but lots and lots of stuff. I mean, you got Tropics are freaking going crazy right now. Here's Hawaii. Here's our systems they're watching out here. But so there's Earth. I just took you guys to I just took you to the space station. All right, cool. Yeah, I can talk all day. I like chatting, right? Right, Louis? All right, so here's the deal. 9 o'clock right now. Let's see. We might have new spaghetti models. Just got posted. Let's see here real quick. Nope, not yet. 12Z models are not out yet. So we'll see. There's, you know, this is the only thing in the immediate future to watch is Jerry. See the models change, but right now they're not. So there you go. All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining the show, and we'll leave it on that right there. There you go. So we'll be back to our normal time tomorrow, 9:19. Right, Louis. He's so cute. This is the cutest dog ever. All right, say cool. All right, well, I'm gonna update. I'm gonna throw this on YouTube, and then because we got YouTube now. If anybody that's not on Facebook, they can watch it on YouTube. There's YouTube. I got a link to it right on top of my site. There we go. There you go. Cool. Hey, Michelle, what's up? Thanks, Lynn. Holly, nope. Thanks, Ellen. Thanks, Kimberly. Nope, not gonna be late. They're always late. No doctors on time ever. Louis is done. Right, Louis? Honestly, he would sit here all day, and he does. As I work on the computer. Hey, what's up, Lexi? Yeah, so I'll post the new Conehead the Conehead image, the request of many. So we're going to have a donkey with a cone on his head. And it won't say drunk donkey on it. It'll be the shirt you can wear to school shirt. So, all right. You guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, 9:19. And that's a wrap. We'll see you.